Thank you so much. This year we celebrate Madiba's 100th birthday, and so I wrote this song to describe his life with the colors of the flute. It starts off with him growing up in his rural Transkei, where he was very close to nature and spent some time herding cattle. When I was writing the song, I was thinking about him sitting
You bid me. Thank us that I got 30. 30, I've got it. Thank us that I got 30,000 bid. I am bid 30. Now thank us that I got 30,000. Here we go, but I got 30, 30 bid at 40, 40,000. Here we go, but I got 40,000 in a bid. Now thank us that I got 40, 50, 50. Come on, have a look at the screen here. That's right, but I got 40,000. Here we go. I got 40,000. Here we go, but I got 40,000. Here we go, but I got 40,000 bid. I got 40, 50. And I got 50,000, 60. And I got 60,000. Here we go, but I got 60. Come on, 70, 70,000. Here we go, but I got 70,000 in a bid. I'm back again at 70,000. Here we go, but I got 70,000 bid. And I got 70, I got 80 now. 80,000. Here we go, but I got 80,000 bid. 80,000. Thank us that I got 80,000 round the ring now, but I got 90. At 80,000 round the ring, but I got 80,000, 90. 90,000 bid. And I got 90,000. Here we go, but I got 90,000. Here we go, but I got 90,000. Here we go, but I got 90,000 bid. And I got 90,000. Here we go, but I got 90,000. Here we go with you, Robin. At 90,000. Here we go, but I got 90,000. Where do you go? One more. And I got 90,000. Here we go, but I got 90,000. Are you sure? One more time. At 90,000. Are you all done here? At 90,000. Here we go, but I got 90,000. What do we do now? At 90,000. It's Robin at 100,000 now. 100,000. I've got. Here we go. 100 bid. I got 100 now.
My name is Neliswa. I'm a data center logistics manager at AWS in Cape Town. I joined in January 2018.
My name is Alpana. I'm a senior cloud support engineer in AWS support. I've been with AWS for 5 years.
My name is James and I lead software engineering for EC2 in Cape Town.
Chronic pain. Very briefly, diaphragmatic breathing, it does a couple of things. It's something that he can do. It gives him control and agency, but it also activates your vagal system, which is obviously anti your stress system, anti your sympathetic system, and so it dumbs down that threat signal and threat response. Think of the sniper.
You through it. Does anybody here do cardiopulmonary exercise testing? Excellent. I don't have to get the next bit right then. That's good. Okay. So I've got a vertical axis and I've got a horizontal axis. Can you see that? Is it thick enough? Let's make the size a bit thicker. Let's go down here. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you our swimwear collection. More energy, more. Come on, more. I need the music to be really silent now. Getting down to some serious business now. Right, your question is, what do you think it takes to be a Miss South Africa?
Thank you very much. I think it takes passion. And to be a Miss South Africa, you need to know that regardless of the rejection, you need to know that you must never ever give up. For instance, I entered Miss South Africa before and I was not successful. I received my email exactly 569 days ago. I managed to pull myself up because I know that I want to be a Miss South Africa. I took exactly all those days, gathered myself together, practiced, and I never gave up. I told myself that I'm going to put my best foot forward for this day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Protection and security of these petitions and of these complaints that we collect on a daily basis. So we want to go digital, but it has the repercussions in terms of securing. We have to invest if we have to tell our story in this particular manner. Then, thirdly, I want to talk about accessibility of these services. We have to make these services accessible to the people. We sit here in such a developed town, and some of these other towns are also developed. But you know there are some people who have never heard about your commission. There are so many. Similarly, like even us, there are so many people who have never heard about us. So how do they access us? We can only be there in a very digital manner, but how do we make it easy?
One of the reasons why this is important is also because of the concluding observations of the Committee on Economic, Social and Cultural Rights, where they specifically recommended that South Africa adopts relevant measures to ensure the accessibility and affordability of the internet. This is in line with the African Commission on Human People's Rights 2016 resolution.
The Free Market Foundation, in partnership with the Rising Tide Foundation and the Ngwati Municipality, are really proud and excited to be here today in Pretoria in the Free State, where we'll be presenting 250 title deeds to their rightful beneficiaries.
Hello, Ntate Maduna.
Khotso mama.
Re kae?
Re teng le kae mama?
Re teng. Tate, ke o kopa ho botsa hore o ikutlwa jwang ka jeno ha ile mo o tlo thola title deeds ya hao?
Ke tla utlwa ke thabile haholo bane mane ha o dutse stancing without title deed. Ha o bontshe hore ke ha hao. So ke ha ke title deed ke tla thaba haholo bontshe hore ke ha. Ntho ke tlameleng ke planning ho tlo e etsa ke hore ha mo ha ka jona next looks at next ba di next show hore jwang hana tjena se ke title deed ke tlo ha le bota ke be le ke ahe ke be ka bang ILRDP ha ke na RDP me ke dulang teng and then
better than where I am. I'm passionate about the power of education, both at an individual level, but also at a community and societal level. But for education, I think my life would have turned out very differently. The force of progress will continue to sweep everything aside. My life is such an example.
It's an absolutely incredible and inspiring story. I'm not going to ask you about the perm, and I'm not going to ask you about the high-waisted jeans. But what I will ask you is, if you had one message, Fani, that you would love to leave with all of us here in the auditorium today on the back of this film series, what would that be?
It probably is the sense that we have to continue to work for progress, both individually, corporately, and societally. Our country is going through a difficult time now, and it's very easy to be discouraged about where we are.
Yeah.
But the truth is that over time,
we'll concentrate on the good, not the bad. And we have been braced for bad for so long that that could be a very pleasant experience.
Pleasant experience. We are sitting at a convincing 0. It's not often that when you say 0 and it gives you a sense of comfort that we are at a 0. So maybe let's do this. Let's pull up a very interesting trailer. Our portfolio manager and head of multi-manager Investec Wealth and Investment SA. Ladies and gentlemen, a trailer into a sneak peek in the life of Ryan Friedman.
I think that succeeding in life is a combination of a whole host of things. Having a healthy relationship with your family.
Social media using the hashtag Hyundai Sundowns. Facebook, Instagram, as well as Twitter. The official hashtag is Hyundai Sundowns. You can tag Sundowns FC on Instagram, Hyundai_SA on Instagram. Follow them on Facebook as well. We're going to take a few more questions before we give you guys photo opportunities with the team and let them go. Because they've got a game on Sunday. Okay, Abuti?
To come through the senior team.
Well, of course, it's always a challenge for the youngsters that come through to a brand like Sundown, because for us every day it's a must win. Even if you're on top of the log, you must win the next game. But we welcome them.
As the cost of medical scheme cover continues to rise. However, there has been a concern regarding the demarcation of these products relative to medical scheme products and the potential for these products to siphon young and healthy members out of the medical scheme risk pool and drive up costs.
Hi, I'm Mike Settis. I'm here today to talk about the release of the Medical Schemes Amendment Bill and the NHI Bill. These two fairly important pieces of legislation are looking at enhancing healthcare cover in South Africa. They have really looked at how NHI will be implemented and how the medical schemes will operate in parallel with the NHI. But one of the discussion points that we wanted to look at today was how this ties in with the primary care exemption, or what is known as the LCBO exemption that's been given to insurance companies to carry on operating as medical, doing the business of medical scheme, even though they're not.
Our storyteller, Fancy. Our Miss Spirit, Girlie.
never knew you were the someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what. This Christmas, I promise I'll be home. I'll be home. I'll be all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.